Hi guys, I hope everyone is well. Just gonna quickly look at today's energy, see what God's Spirit wants to say to us all today, and shuffle a couple times and go from there. Okay, so I've just started this reading over like 3 times. I don't know what my problem is today, but I think it's just self-doubts, I guess. So we're going to start again. If you notice any cuts in this video, it's because I've turned the air conditioner on for a couple seconds. It's starting to cool down because it's night, moving into nighttime, but it's still a bit warm in my opinion. So if you see any cuts, that's why. It's because I've turned the air conditioner on because it's too loud to run while I'm filming. So let's try this again. Okay. Clock. Fox. Ring. Clouds. Rider. And woman. Okay, so since a card representing feminine energy is coming up, I feel like what's on the table right now is significant to Divine Feminine at this time. I feel like Divine Feminine is having a real issue when it comes to the passage of time. I feel like it's making her doubt, it's making her feel uncertain, it's making her question her life. Like, is my life passing me by? I feel like because she is so focused on time right now, she's starting to get a skewed view of her life. So I think that what's coming through is a warning for her not to let the passage of time force her into starting to make bad decisions, because she is becoming impatient, especially with the things that she wants to be committed to, relationships in particular, but also anything that requires a commitment. And I feel like what is also coming through is for her to recognize that the more she stays in situations that are negative, the more they start to become positives. It's almost like Stockholm syndrome, like where the person falls in love with their kidnapper, say. That's what I feel like is coming through. So it's like, do not put yourself into situations that are negative to begin with, but once you are in them and time goes by, to be aware that you become more accustomed and they start to become comfortable, and then they start looking better. So I think that's what Divine Feminine really needs to be aware of doing at this time. And I also feel like what is coming through as well is that when you place yourself into negative situations, become accustomed to them, and then perhaps even start to enjoy them, then the news of other things start to be skewed as well. So it's like if you're in a bad position, or we'll say relationship, if you're in a bad relationship and then someone who is perfect for you, say, comes into your life and really wants to treat you well, you will dismiss them because the bad situation looks better because you're so used to that situation. So again, that's what I feel like God's Spirit is saying to be aware of, starting to look at situations that should be viewed badly as positive situations, and discounting situations that come into your life because you are, I almost want to say numb, like you become numb to your surroundings. Yeah, so let's move on. I think that's all I'm getting for that. I also feel like what's coming through as well is for Divine Feminine to realize that don't be deceived by time. Your relationship that you desire, the one that you want to be with, can show up at any time when you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so on. So don't let time be a deterrent. Don't decide, well, once I hit 35 and I don't have anyone, then my life is hopeless and it's going to be over for me. Because I feel like God's Spirit doesn't work in the same way that we do. Time is not, God's Spirit does not view time the same way that we view it. So I feel like what's being said is don't let time discourage you. Six of Wands. Hermit. And the Fool. I just had like that example I just gave about time, like saying to yourself, well, if I reach a certain age, I'm not going to have anyone in my life. I feel like the same is also true about staying in situations because of your age, like saying to yourself, well, I'm 50, I can't do this because I'm so old. Well, that is not the truth. You can do whatever you can physically do. You can, I don't know, skydive. You know what I mean? At 50, you could fall in love at 50. Some people are having babies at 50. So, I mean, do not let your age discourage you from doing the things that you want to do with your life. So, 8 of Wands. Five of Wands. And the Empress. Yeah, so this reading is basically about time, measuring time with success. So I feel like this is the same. This applies to Divine Feminine's relationship with Divine Masculine. I feel like at this time she is measuring the success of the relationship against time, and I feel like Spirit is saying not to do that, because you start looking at being single as being something that is negative, when there's benefits and there's purpose from the time for the time of singlehood. I feel like worldly standards make us think like so highly of time and its importance, but God's saying is no. There's a purpose behind your singlehood. It's for preparation. It's to prepare you for when your divine masculine does arrive and come into your life, which is represented here. Like, this relationship's coming, but there are things, lessons that need to be learned, behavior that needs to be altered to make the arrival of divine masculine into your life a success. So I feel like what's coming through is that during the time of waiting, there's things that need to be done, which I feel like is represented here. Again, different lessons, positions that need to be moved into, people that need to be met, to make this reunion or union a success. I also feel like when you're measuring time and success, you start having, again, a skewed view of being single, which then makes movement in your life conflicted. So it makes like your everyday tasks that you have to do, your everyday living, miserable. And I feel like God's Spirit is saying, like, no, the time when you are single, when divine masculine's getting ready, while you're getting ready, enjoy this time. Enjoy all the things that you get to experience, because it's going to be a time where once the relationship starts, there's going to be burdens there. And I feel like one of those burdens, which is expressed here, is motherhood, tending to a family. It's almost like enjoy your quiet time, because those days of quiet are going to be coming to an end. Again, these two cards make me feel like a whole new life will be starting. In this old life, there may be times when you want to go back to when you were single, because it's going to be so chaotic at times, in a good way, obviously. But you're gonna miss those moments of silence that you used to have. So yeah, I think that's the reading for today. It's just God's Spirit is basically saying, stop looking at your singlehood, as mentioned, in a negative manner, because time is nothing. You are going to get what you want. You are going to have the relationship with divine masculine that you want. During this time of separation, do the things in your life that you feel led to do, that make a positive impact. I also feel like these two cards too is like, this is indication that it's going to be a difficult road. It's not going to just be rainbows and lollipops, being single or being in a relationship. So I feel like God's Spirit is saying, like, you need to get to a place where you are just content to be alive. Single, in a relationship, enjoy your life. But again, the relationship is coming. Motherhood is a possibility, but a brand new creation is beginning. So that is the reading for today, the quick portion. I am going to do an extended reading. If you would like to purchase the extended, it will be available in my Vimeo store. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.